Hey, and welcome to my very first video on YouTube. My name is Charu, and today is my last day working as a colleague at Sainsbury's. It's also my last few weeks in the UK at the time I'm filming this, and I just felt like this was something I wanted to document. Not in a dramatic way, but just honestly. My journey in the UK started when I came here as an international student to study a master's in computer science at Nottingham Trent University. I remember being so excited about the future and fully believing that I'd graduate, get a job as a software developer, and start my life here. I genuinely loved what I was studying. I went to every class with passion and really tried to give it my all. During uni, I built a mobile app called Find My Tutor that helps students find their lecturers and lecture halls on campus. I built it using Flutter and Firebase, and honestly, I was really proud of it. For my final year project, I even built another app that was meant to change the way students pick their final year projects. At that point, I truly felt like I was doing everything right. After graduating, I applied for the post-study work visa and was so excited to finally start applying for jobs. I thought this was it. This was where things would finally fall into place. But that's when I realized how brutal the job market actually was. Rejection after rejection, emails that all sounded the same. Some companies didn't even reply, and slowly every rejection just started breaking my spirit a little more. I decided to enroll in a coding boot camp called IT Career Switch because it promised a job at the end. I spent 9 months on it, really believing this would be the thing that changed everything. And then at the end of it, I was told that because of my right to work status, they couldn't place me into any internship or roles. Apparently, employers were mainly looking for people who didn't need sponsorship. Hearing that after 9 months was honestly gut-wrenching, but I still didn't give up. Spent the rest of that year applying for jobs and kept hearing the same thing over and over again. In my final year in the UK, I told myself something different. I said if nothing else, I want to experience living on my own here. I didn't want to look back and feel like I never even tried. So I moved out of my uncle and aunt's place and moved to Coventry, where one of my friends was staying. I managed to get a job at Sainsbury's to cover my basic expenses while I still applied for jobs, trying to figure things out. The first weeks were honestly brutal. Trying to balance work, sleep, cooking, cleaning, and job applications left me with almost no time for anything else. I had basically no social life. Most days I was either working or applying for jobs. The bus journey to work was about an hour and 45 minutes each way, which was exhausting. But at the same time, the people I worked with were genuinely kind, and they made the job a lot more bearable. One thing I genuinely enjoyed about working at Sainsbury's was the flexibility. They let me pick up overtime at different stores, which meant I got to meet so many new people and see new places. My main store was in Leamington, but I also worked shifts in Kenilworth, Coventry, and even London. Every store felt different, and every team had its own vibe. But everywhere I went, people were kind, welcoming, and just really nice to work with. So if anyone I worked with ever randomly comes across this video, I just want you to know that I genuinely enjoyed working with you. Those shifts meant more to me than you probably realize. At the same time, I was still applying for jobs. The outcome never really changed. Some applications didn't make it past certain stages, others were straight up rejections because of my visa status. And honestly, it was exhausting, both emotionally and physically. There were moments where I didn't know what to do anymore. I started questioning everything. Was choosing the UK the right decision? Was computer science even the right course for me? Especially now with AI changing the industry so quickly. I had invested so much time, money, and effort into this path, that all I could really tell myself was to keep going, to keep trying, even when it felt pointless. And that's exactly what I did. Fast forward to December 2025. After spending 3 years of my life in the United Kingdom, I'm honestly heartbroken that I wasn't able to secure a sponsored job. My post-study work visa expires on the 16th of January 2026, and I've already booked my flight tickets. Right now, I'm a complete mix of emotions. There's sadness, uncertainty, and fear, but also a quiet sense of acceptance. I don't fully know what the future holds. I don't fully know what the future looks like, and that's scary. But what I do know is that I have a business plan in mind, something I've always wanted to pursue for a long time. This might be the end of my chapter here in the UK, but it's also the beginning of something new for me, and I plan on documenting that journey as I go, wherever it takes me next. To anyone watching this who's thinking about coming to the UK to study with hopes of getting sponsored, this video is not meant to demotivate you. I truly believe everyone's journey is different. Over the past year, I've generally come to believe that everything happens for a reason, and maybe your outcome will be much better than mine. So try your best, give it everything you have, and no matter what, don't give up.